So now we're gonna debate the top 5 worst transfers this season so far.
Okay, cool.
Alright, cool. I think it's more about the order, but we'll go from 5th to 1st.
Or should we just name all 5?
No, we'll go 5th to 1st, and then afterwards
we'll create our own order.
we'll order them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like our 5th and 4th choice will be a bit random, like we
I
don't
don't
have the
think-
same.
yeah.
But our top 3
I don't think
is gonna be where it's gonna be contentious.
I don't think none of us are gonna have the same 5. Not one of us.
No, we won't. No, but we'll
five
have. There's definitely like 1 or 2 men we'll have in it.
Yeah.
My 5th choice is Raul Jimenez. This guy, yeah, he got his head bashed in, whatever, from Wolves, and he hasn't really been looking the same. He moved to Fulham now,
So
and
booing a man for having a concussion.
no, but he's clearly
He's
not
got a dent in his head, bro.
No, but he's yeah, I know, but I don't think it's his like fault, innit?
So-
Raul Jimenez, I think he can still play a role in the Premier, but for Fulham to replace
I think it was the
Mitrovic
wrong signing. Yeah.
with Jimenez,
It's the wrong profile.
It's just poor,
Fulham's profile.
especially when Mitrovic was so pivotal to the Fulham season, and that was one of the best seasons they've had in a while.
I'm surprised their scouting department even went that route because the profiles are so different.
Like,
you can get a different striker.
They saw he was out of contract, innit?
Yeah.
Out of contract, Prem experience. He's been decent at some point.
But that's poor. The fact that that's the
done.
only criteria you looked at to sign a player is bad.
I think Fulham could do better, especially this season where they've been looking shocking. I thought they'll push on a bit.
As bad as he has been, if from Fulham's point of view, who else could you have really signed?
You know, honestly, I think if they got you don't know the striker for Luton, Morris.
Morris, yeah, the light skin guy.
I think if they brought in Morris instead of
But
Jimenez, it would have been an improvement.
The thing is you bringing a striker straight in from the Championship is difficult.
Of
Because you got to
course,
remember last year Fulham were in the Europa section.
But let's not forget about Mitrovic's roots as well.
Yeah, obviously.
No, but
He's rooted from the Championship.
No, but if you think of other strikers in the Prem, I would have rather taken Nketiah. I'd rather taken if Fulham grabbed Nketiah, I would have been like, okay, that's they got someone that can actually score quite frequently there, or even someone like Danny Welbeck as well.
Yeah,
Danny Welbeck is not really getting the game at Brighton.
Who have
but
you got 5th?
Yeah.
5th, I've got Amrabat. I think
he's higher up for me.
He's higher up.
He's higher up for me.
Nah,
So.
He's not even on my list.
The reason why he's not higher
How
up.
is he not in your list?
He's not on your list.
So
bro.
the reason why he's not that high up for me is because my personal expectations for him weren't that good. I think guys were gassed off a World Cup campaign and a clip they saw of him catching up to Mbappe, and everyone went mental.
Yeah, bro.
He was never gonna be that guy, but obviously certain fan bases wanted to hype him up.
Certain man.
So he makes it to my 5th because the fact that his first game for United was at left back shift. Firstly,
it's
a problem.
not the guy.
It says enough. He's been underwhelming. He hasn't imposed himself
Bro, they
into
talked
the league
about
at
Amrabat
all.
like he was going to be the linchpin in the midfield.
Yeah,
and it pissed me off. They were like, Amrabat, he's going to complement Casemiro, that and the other.
Also, guys were talking about him as if he was a DM. He isn't even a DM.
That's what I was.
He's not a DM.
I was thinking he was a DM.
He's a box to box.
He is.
But even as a box to box, he's terrible.
He can defend.
He carries the ball really well, but I wouldn't say his defensive. I wouldn't even say his defensive ability is his best ability. I think the way he carries the ball is great.
Do you think it's because he stood out in a very average Moroccan team that did better than they should have?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's as simple as that.
It's not even. They had like a good. Called it a good. But it was literally like half a game, 20 minutes of the game.
Literally.
And the thing about Amrabat, he's been balling out.
He's stood out in the World Cup just in general.
No, but for Fiorentina, this guy he's always been there. I ain't watched him play like that, but I've always known that Amrabat. If he was that good, he would have moved long time ago.
That's what I was gonna say. There's a reason why he was there for that long, and it feels like it was a last minute. Just like they needed a certain profile and. Firstly, I think they got the profile wrong.
I don't think it was last minute.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was.
He was linked to Menu for
I was seeing him go to United for
as in they got the deal over the line very late.
It was a panic signing.
I think it was because I think everyone was talking about him after the World Cup. I think United went, look, everyone's talking about this player. Yeah. If we sign him, we can show we mean business. I think it was more
why I'm cutting them a bit of slack? Just because when you look at the market for sixes in the world anyways, it's
not great.
It's tough to find one,
There's safer options.
There's safer options,
There's
of
way
course.
more safer options.
But his name's fine. He fits like the United criteria of scouting when it comes to...
It's more United's transfer strategy, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Onana for Everton would have been a better option than that.
No.
Alright, cool. That's my 5. That's my 5. You might have just changed my whole list.
Who's your 5th?
Wait, it was Solomon, but now it's Onana still. For me, I understand De Gea's been like up and down, but he won Golden Glove last season. for me to then come in and see this abomination. This like, bro, cool. He looks like he can play cam, bro. He's got but if you're talking a goalkeeper, he can't save shit.
Viewers, for some context here, a United fan behind the camera just sat up. Dookie was sleeping. He had Onana and he rose from the dead,
bro.
Do you wanna come on?
No, come on.
In the Golden Glove race right now, yeah. So you can.
You Onana?
Yes.
Bro, but that's because United have had easy games, bro. Not because if you have look at you guys are in terms of Prem right now. You're the best formless, but that's because you played Luton, Bournemouth, Sheffield United, bro. You played the bottom team.
Luton's easy for some, innit? Luton's easy for some.
Top 3 played Tottenham, Arsenal.
Yeah, but you've also played all the bottom teams, bro.
And also we've seen what happened when you played those teams.
You lost
against Arsenal. You conceded 3.
So you know what happens when you play the hard teams.
Okay, so you want us to concede goals versus the weak team?
Bro, I'm telling you now, yeah, bro. An average
goals versus shit.
Yeah, they
this
do.
Ain't about my keeper right now, bro.
But Onana came off.
It could be.
Onana came off a Champions League final. Oh my God, this is the guy we've needed. We've needed a new goalkeeper. He's come in.
He's better than any keeper Arsenal have.
No,
you're fucking high.
Hold on. Just so the viewers definitely hear that, yeah. My man behind the camera just said Onana has been better than any of Arsenal's keepers this season.
High.
No,
that's mad.
No.
Listen.
Both
wait,
our keepers are better.
I don't have Onana in my top 5. I don't think it's a bad signing, but he's not better than Raya or Ramsdale.
Firstly,
yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
He's better than Raya.
No, he's not.
I think Ramsdale's better than him.
I think Ramsdale's better than Raya, but he's not. But Onana's not better than Raya.
One thing, Raya and Ishan are the same height. Ramsdale concentration for 30 seconds.
Bro, Raya.
I'm 5'10". Just I'm 5'10".
Have you seen some of the goals Onana's let in, bro?
Have you seen some of the goals?
Not compared to Onana, bro. The ball came to the ball.
Bro, to the FA Cup, he let in 3 goals. He's shit against a shit team.
Bro, the ball.
Our defense is worse than Arsenal. You have the 2 best centre backs, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you now, yeah.
And a 40-year-old.
You cannot sit here and say to me, Onana this season has looked better than both Arsenal keepers. No chance, G.
Bro, let me put.
Individually, if he wasn't better than them, you wouldn't need keeper competition.
Oh, but it's not even that.
No, I don't think the competition was a good idea. I don't think
it wasn't a good idea. It didn't need it, but you have to remember it's gonna make everyone step up their game, bro.
Yeah, but you don't need it for a keeper.
Hold on. It's not top 5.
Let me just have a point. Let me have a point.
I agree with Solomon. I don't think the top 5 was signing.
Hold on.
To say Onana's good is an overstatement.
Let me raise a point about Onana. Let me raise a point about Onana. The reason why I think the signing was just a bit fugazi in the first place is, firstly, he's been. Hold on. He's been exposed for his lack of shot stopping ability.
But Ishan, top 5 words. Top 5 words.
I didn't put him in my top 5. But shot stopping ability, we've seen he's been exposed a bit. Secondly, the reason why he got brought in and why United fans were screaming for him is, let's not forget, is because his ball playing ability was meant to be amazing.
And it is.
Hold on. But he just brought up Raya. If I'm comparing Raya and Onana ball playing ability, I've seen Raya spray some balls out this season. I ain't seen Onana do it that much this season. I've seen him with the ball at his feet be okay.
And do 1-2.
But he hasn't really sprayed balls out.
Shot stopping, I'd rather have Onana, bro.
No,
the week.
Are you forgetting that save against Tottenham, bro?
I'd rather have Onana, bro.
Okay.
Bro, throughout Onana's career, bro, I'd rather have him. For fact.
You have to remember, Onana got to the Champions League final in a good Inter Milan team who had the good side of the draw, and he had a good. It's not because he was amazing.
Let me tell you this as well.
He's come to a team with a bang average defense, and he's conceded goals, bro.
You're forgetting Onana was at Ajax as well.
Yes, bro, but he was Ajax. That league is shit, G.
No, in the champs, he was 30, and he was the best goalkeeper in the Champions League last season.
Johnny Evans in the top 10 teams. What defense does he make it in?
None. But bro, when we're talking,
you said bang average defense. That's not bang average.
Bro, but Johnny Evans,
it's below average. Let's give him some credit. He is facing a lot more shots.
Exactly.
He's facing a lot more shots, but there are some shots where you have to admit. You look at it.
Early games, that's fine. Like there's 3 mistakes.
I think he'll come good.
Actually, I agree with what he's saying as well. It was a lot. It was earlier games towards like the most recent part, because bro, I've seen him make some good saves recently, especially the Haaland header against City not too long ago as well. That's a quality save.
But this is a goalkeeper that conceded 4 against.
No, I'm not saying.
Bro, you're forgetting like You're forgetting in the Prem, they have faced no attack in the last couple of weeks.
If we're doing certain games, he also saved the penalty at last minute in the Champions League as well.
To put it this way, in hindsight, it was good for Manchester United to buy him because of his history. It was good, didn't it? But to put him in the top 5 worst transfers this season, I think it's crazy.
Shall I be honest?
I think it's crazy.
In my opinion, he's not even the worst goalkeeper transfer this season. Because in my opinion, I think Sanchez is the worst signing. Just because, give it a context. My man was a third choice.
Can I say my 5th?
Okay, yeah, we'll get into Sanchez later. Sorry, I almost got ahead of myself. Go on, list your 5th.
So in my 5th, I've got Lavia.
Lavia. Okay.
Sole reason. Number 1, he's coming. He's up for 50 million. Hasn't played one game. Number 2. We've got to remember, this guy says he's going to come in and start at Chelsea. He's not going to come in and start for Chelsea. Number 3 had the option to go to Liverpool and become a vital player for them.
Of course.
He's not. He rejected that. Number 4, bro has been out for God. Bro got injury. Then he's going to come back. Then he got another injury and he still hasn't come back. It's been 3 months since he signed. He hasn't kicked a ball for you. Haven't seen him in a Chelsea shirt. He's not even getting.
You have, bro.
What, kick a ball?
No, announcement videos.
Announcement pictures. Yeah.
He probably was even wearing it. He was probably just holding it.
50 million on a player that's not even going to be in the starting 11.
Sandy, all the points you're saying is I completely understand, but the guy's been injured, bro.
Okay, look,
bro. If he was ever fit for a single game, okay, not for a single game, but for a decent spell of games, yeah.
Okay.
And you never kicked the ball, then I would have said cool, innit?
But
we don't know.
Injury, I understand. Like that's a very big part of why he's in it, yeah. Because you signed him injured. You spent £50 million on a player that you knew was injured. Because 2 days after you signed him, you said he's injured. You see it in the medical reports. I'm sorry,
you overpaid. You overpaid.
But is that this bad transfer from Chelsea rather than him being a bad?
No, that's the thing. You know how you guys said for Raul Jimenez it was a bad transfer from Fulham's part. This is a bad transfer for Lavia's part because he had the chance to go to Liverpool and be a kid.
Yeah, but no matter what, he would have still been injured.
No, but the issue is when he comes back, he would get into that starting 11 and he wouldn't have to worry about
Liverpool
it.
would be screaming for him right now.
And the thing is, and he would go into now this Liverpool team where they could have a title charge. He could have the ability to win titles and think.
I agree with most of what you're saying actually. Now, when you put it as a personal, his personal perspective,
because a bad transfer is not always from a club part. It's also from a personal point of view.
100 mil on 2 midfield players. You'll never start another.
But the one thing I disagree with you on, and I know you even disagree as a Chelsea fan, but I think. When he's fit, I think he comes into the starting.
No, he doesn't.
Because we're looking at guys that we're going to see later down the list.
No, but you have to.
There's a certain man later down the list. I think I'd rather have.
No, but you have to remember.
But the thing is,
Chelsea have spent 100 mils on 2 separate midfield players. 100 mil. He's not starting over both.
That doesn't come down to a transfer thing anymore. That comes down to the manager.
I know, but even so, like, that's your 100 million pounds.
Can we all agree? Yeah, Poch had a big, not an influence, but signing Lavia and Caicedo was a stupid decision.
Yes,
it was a stupid decision.
It wasn't a stupid decision. I got a question for you. Do you think Poch knew that Gallagher would be as important as he is? Do you think he would?
No way. No one for you.
Okay, do you think that any of the other midfielders could press or give as much intensity as Gallagher does?
No.
So, everyone knew Poch. That was Poch's playing style, yes?
Yeah.
So, coming into it, someone knew that had to be fulfilled. Someone had to fulfill that Poch thing. So whether you like it or not, okay. Well, at the start of the season, we did say Caicedo, Lavia, and Endo, but it was never realistic.
Wait. Let me ask you this: What's Arsenal's best midfield three?
Partey, Odegaard, Price.
And then who's the next one after that? Jorginho that comes in, or Havertz. Yeah. Do they play often?
Huh?
Do they play often?
No.
They do.
Jorginho does.
Havertz does.
Jorginho
yeah, but
Havertz
Partey's injured.
I like the point growing up.
But with Lavia, he's the next best midfielder to come in, bro.
But the issue is, I'm not saying that.
So there's nothing wrong.
No, but the issue.
Chelsea's transfer strategy is thinking about longevity most of the time these days. And for Lavia to come in for Caicedo, you're like, cool.
No,
Enzo plays all the time, bro.
My point is, it's not a bad transfer from Chelsea's point of view. I'm saying it's a bad transfer from Lavia's point of view.
Okay, I understand.
That's why I put it in.
Yeah.
Because
no. If you put it that way,
yeah, that's why it's a bad transfer.
Because he'll be way more pivotal to Liverpool.
And you see the way Liverpool are playing right now with Lavia. Bro,
we win the league.
You'll have no worries.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And then even if you still bought Endo, you have Endo.
That's what I'm saying. Cool for Chelsea's point, but I'm trying to say, for Lavia's point of view, this is a terrible life decision.
You could have a Premier League.
But as much as you say it's a terrible, he's You look at Chelsea's squad, realistically, in 5 years, they could be the best team in the world.
But okay,
so it's like, is that really? But he's looked at it and saw, I could go to this Chelsea team who have bought a couple young guys, are giving me the money.
You can grow with
time, we could be one of the best. Or am I going to a struggling Liverpool squad who have kind of some old...
You say that, but everyone even said it the last season. All Liverpool needed is a good 6, and they're gonna be back up there. Everyone said it.
No,
but let me finish. And he could have easily gone to Liverpool 3 years, one Champions League, one Premier League, come and go to Chelsea when they're ready for him.
Bro, but I'm not saying.
Okay,
I'm not saying Chelsea are gonna win.
One more thing. And bro's young. He's like 22, 21, 23, something like that. Bro, would you rather be under Klopp or Pochettino at that age? Big man thing is Klopp, without a shadow of a doubt. To improve his game on a personal level, you go to Klopp.
Okay, long term. Okay.
The
reason.
For the long term.
Lads, we need to move on though, because we're still on 5th choices.
Okay.
So we do need to debate the
one thing to say, you could say the same about Cole Palmer. G.
So what they say?
You can say the same about why would he leave City? Because under Pep, he's 21.
I understand, but that makes sense because Pep doesn't like to use wingers like him. He wants to be like a proper winger, and we all seen what Pep done to Foden. Pep changed Foden into another player.
And also, you can't really say about Cole Palmer because Cole Palmer left to ensure himself game time.
Yeah, and he's got it.
Left to the team that wouldn't ensure him game time, whereas there was an option there to be
no one else was in for Palmer. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, do you think Palmer starts when Nkunku comes back?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's our best attacker.
Yeah,
bro,
he's your best player.
Palmer takes Sterling out of this team right now.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, he does.
No. It's mad to have that conversation, but really, they're both playing.
No, but I'm just saying, if Nkunku and Palmer and Sterling all there...
What, if it was an option between the two?
If you have to choose between Palmer and Sterling, you're choosing Palmer right now, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, you do.
Ooh, that's hard.
Just because of the effectiveness Palmer has done since he's come in.
That's hard.
I'm picking Sterling, bro.
But yeah, going into your 4th choices.
Yeah, let's go into
Ishan, you can go first.
Alright, cool. So, what's called? I've got him high up because he's got goals to his name. But that's all he's got to his name, is goals. And I know you're a striker, but Nicholas Jackson, brother,
rubbish shit.
Brother, you're
so
only 4th on my list because you've got goals.
No, I can't.
But I see you, you know. I see you.
I wanted to put him on my list, but there's just been a couple guys.
Everyone just say their 4th so we can
okay, I got Jackson.
Your 4th.
I got Troy.
I got João Pedro Brighton.
I've got Gvardiol as my 4th.
Okay. Gvardiol made my shortlist. Who did you say, sorry?
João Pedro Brighton.
João Pedro?
Stinks.
Really?
Brought
I've been as a player there though.
No, Watford, 30 mil?
Yeah, but...
That's a lot and he...
But there's definitely a player there though.
No, I do think, but from watching him this season, they sub him off after every 45 minutes.
How
Evan Ferguson...
But also,
I can't like... It's crazy, bro.
I can't
Evan Ferguson... at one point, João Pedro was meant to be the guy.
No, but...
You're having Ferguson and Welbeck start over.
Yeah, but they've also got Ferguson and Welbeck. I can't lie. In terms of like output or efficiency, Welbeck is one of the best in the league. I think he's still one of the best strikers.
But
even Ferguson, he's like young.
Ferguson's 80. Bro, you didn't buy João Pedro for 30 million for him to be the backup, bro. But you brought him in there to be the main guy.
I hear that, but they are managing his minutes.
Yeah,
they are. But for me, I think 30 million for a Brighton team. To fork out 30 million for a guy who's meant to be...
But you can't like they've made a bag of money.
Awful.
But they've also got Ansu Fati. Like, the thing with Brighton is that they don't have like crazy names, but like on an attacking level, it's there, bro. They got the options, and I feel like that's why they need it.
So who's your 4th?
Adama Traore, bro.
Stinks.
Adama Traore.
Right, stinks.
From this is straight. It's straight from Fulham side. You see their transfer strategy this season has been poor. It's been poor.
It's been snatch and grab, bro.
The reason why he didn't really come to mind for me is because I can't lie to you, I've never really rated him that much. I'll be honest, I've really not rated him that much.
Oh, his speed has carried his football ability.
He's the definition of like when you got PMP and you got ability. PMP pace and power.
Yeah. Fairs, I never did it.
His PMP is like sky high, but the guy's footballing ability
is actually rubbish.
It's non-existent.
It's rubbish.
So I've like, brother's an athlete. That's really what he is. He's not a footballer. He's an athlete in my head. So like he can put as much baby on as he wants. It won't trick me. I know what he is.
As a manager, you pray he gets that one opportunity just to burst past the defense.
And then you hope there's a man there for him.
Nothing else.
You hope there's a man there for him to cut back to. That's at least a max 4 yards away.
100%.
Anything more than that, he ain't making a pass.
He has nothing to offer, bro.
I think it's nuts with that much pace and power, bro.
Yeah.
You're telling me? Imagine you played CDM.
Yeah, like brother, please just take some footballing lessons.
Imagine
learn to control the ball a bit better.
So
learn
bad.
to take a bit, learn to make better passes.
Even a striker, bro.
But are you deep in where he came from, bro? He was at Barcelona.
Yeah.
Barcelona,
Barca, he was balling, not balling, but he was putting up numbers.
But he clearly shows like he must have had some ability, like more than what he's showing us. Because you ain't a Barca if you're rubbish.
Yeah, of course. But cool. So obviously we spoke about your fourth. Yours was Gvardiol. Okay, cool. Gvardiol, yeah, like I said, he was on my shortlist. I know we spoke about him as well.
Was it 90 million? Was it pounds? 90 million
90
euros?
million,
90 million
pounds, bro.
Was it pounds? Whatever it was.
100 million defender.
From RB Leipzig, was it?
Leipzig, yeah.
Yeah, it stinks, bro.
It's just
and the problem with him is kind of in contrast to what I was saying about Traore. My expectations for him were...
I don't think it's that though.
No, but the thing is, what's the issue is, cool, like we've seen City normally spend like 50 to 60 million on defenders, and we've seen them kind of come good. Like Ruben Diaz, what I think was 80, and he's proven
and he was instant impact as well.
Like 100 mil for Gvardiol. He hasn't played like his normal centre back position. He's played left back, but he's not put down the position. He's not held down the position. Number one,
Sandeep, I think that's the reason why. I think
he played that position.
No, I think it's two things as well. I think it's the level of which Man City play football, innit? It takes a long time for players to acclimatise.
But the thing is,
how many players have we seen when they say in their first season they were crap? And then the second season they've come good. And also, when he's playing at Leipzig, the level of tactics is nowhere near what Pep is asking him to do.
The issue is, what I've normally seen with Pep is Pep does not throw a player in until he's ready to play that formation.
So you believe he's ready?
No,
and he hasn't taken to it.
Yeah, okay. Look how many players Pep has not. Look at Grealish.
So many, bro.
Look at
Grealish is the best example.
Pep's come out and said Gvardiol's not ready. By the way, I don't know if you'll have seen it.
So then there you go.
Pep's literally come out and said
but I feel
he's not. Wait, hold on. He's come out and said he's not shown enough for me yet, and he hasn't proven himself enough, even in training.
No, but the thing is, I think Pep's is saying that because he can't like justify spending 100 million and keep him on the bench.
Of course,
and that's the thing. And you don't look how many times he's thrown players under the bus and dropped them. Yeah. He knows he has to start him because the price he's paid, the hype that's around him. Yeah. Like you can't just.
You can't leave a 90 million pound on the bench.
You can't. How can you sign a 100 million pound player or whatever it was and say I don't think he's ready to play how I play?
It's crazy.
Firstly, 100 million. Yeah. Secondly, a man wear a mask to the World Cup. You can't wear a mask to a World Cup and not show up in the Premier. Bro, you can't come like a superhero, wear a costume and not ride out.
Just because you've gone to City doesn't mean you get you have to get the same treatment as everyone else does with that price tag.
Also, playing out of position, I'm not taking as an excuse because playing left back for City, you're pretty much playing left back.
You know what I think his plan was, because we saw Stones, we played that CDM role a little bit. So I think he thought, I'm going to go get the best centre back that's on the market for me.
Yeah,
let Stones into that centre back and put Stones a bit forward. I think that's what his plan. But he's realised he's not ready.
Do you not think he's been bad, or do you think he's just been underwhelming?
Underwhelming because people were saying this is the best young centre back that's out there.
He's not even the best young centre back in the league. He's not even top.
How can you not?
Saliba, bro.
Bro, look, the issue is he's got this left back position. Ake's probably better at playing it. Akanji's probably better at playing it. Cool, they've had it time, but they cost like 20 million. Ake came 40 something,
For me, I don't think the drop off is that crazy for me to put him in this list.
But the thing is, cool, like I understand.
I know you'll come good.
My issue is defending. He's meant to be a world class defender. I see so many flaws in the way he defends, and you can say you can't say that's because of tactics. Defending is the same in any way you flipping go. Take the ball from the player and move on with life.
I still think it's hard though, as in to come into a Man City team,
it's too much,
and to be the level that they are straight away is difficult. Because if you look at all their centre backs, look at their first seasons. They haven't all, apart from Akanji, they haven't all been
popped straight away.
But if we're talking, we didn't expect him to be as good as he was going to be. We knew he was good.
The expectation was high for Gvardiol.
But that's what I'm saying. The expectation for him wasn't as high.
The thing that we'll wrap it off in this year. The thing about giving guys a season, the issue I have with it is, cool, I don't mind giving guys time to acclimatise to the league, but sometimes you just got to trust your eyes. And like you said, there are certain defender mistakes that he's got in his game that I can just see, and I'm thinking even in a year's time, are you really going to fix those issues? And my answer is, I don't think so.
And another point, just to end it, is like we always say, you need a very good defender around you to improve you. He's got 4 or 5 world-class defenders, and he's still making that mistake. It doesn't make sense. But that's my fourth.
Right,
going around the third.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. My fourth was Jackson, innit?
Oh yeah.
We'll quickly touch on this because obviously I don't want the video to be too long.
Did anyone else have Jackson anywhere in there too?
No, I didn't.
Wait, did none of you even have him in the list?
No.
Alright, calm. So I'll be quick on this.
Let's hear this.
So I'll be quick.
No, take as long as you want, bro.
No, because I don't want the video to be too long. I can go on for ages. Yes, cool. Brother's got 6 goals, yeah, but you can't trick me. You can't fool me. Listen here. The 6 goals. Firstly, we were talking about big chances missed with Haaland. Haaland scores enough to cover it up. Brother scores 6 when he should have scored 30.
No,
Isha,
let me
jump on. Hold on. He should be top scorer in the league right now. If I'm completely honest, what?
7.
Who?
Jackson.
Yes, but bro, I don't know what the maths is mathing on there, but it ain't, bro. Because if you look at the chances Jackson has had this season, he realistically should be up there with the top goal scorers. He should, bro.
No, the thing is, what I'll give Jackson is attackers. Cool, it's like you put the ball in the net. Cool, it's the same everywhere. I feel like attackers you can give more time to adjust. And the thing about Jackson, he's young. He didn't come for a crazy. He didn't. No one had crazy.
No one's
33 mil from Villarreal.
No one had crazy hype for him. Like no one said, "Oh yeah, I expect him to do that."
That's why.
Yes, but
hold on. No one had crazy hype. Pre-season, my man was saying, my man said the next DDA Drogba. I've got a clip of it.
But you know what it is?
Like, no one's expecting him to score a 20 goal season. And he's on course to have a 20 goal season.
Of course. There's certain man in my list that I still think have potential, but my issue with him, you can have 6 goals. You can't fool my eyes. What I'm seeing of the brother is you don't provide anything for us.
Okay.
He does, bro. He does.
I've seen him miss chances. The only thing I think maybe you could say he's good at is work rate at times.
Okay, but right now he's a better striker than Nunes.
No.
He scored more goals.
No. Let's not disrespect him, man.
Jackson's been starting every game. Nunes hasn't. So
he hasn't started every game.
But he's been starting.
Okay,
he's probably got double his minutes this season.
Double, easy.
So what's the difference? They both miss big chances. Jackson scores more goals. Jackson still helps the team better, same as Nunes.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does, bro.
You think Jackson helps the team better than Nunes?
Have you seen Nunes' off the ball runs?
Have you seen Jackson's
off the ball movement? Even if you're talking about who scores more, I'm pretty sure their goals and assists are probably the same.
No, they're not.
Nunes got like 18, 19 goals and assists last season.
And even this season, Nunes has, I think, 7 goals and assists in the Prem. Jackson probably has 8 max.
Bro, he doesn't deserve to be.
Go on, fact check it.
But you take away that hat trick against Tottenham, yeah.
Oh, you could say that it happened.
No, but he had the worst hat trick in Premier League history. Premier League history had the worst hat trick ever.
Bro, the defense was playing on the halfway line. Of course, he's gonna back free.
It's shameless. And his third goal, he fumbled. His third goal. Tell me he meant that. Tell me he meant to round the keeper.
Jackson meticulously went around the keeper, bro, and scored.
It's for me. You are a Premier League striker. The amount of opportunities I've seen him miss in the 6-yard box is crazy.
Don't get me wrong. I think he's a bit meaty, innit? I think he's got potential.
Do you seriously think he's been a better striker than Nunes this season?
Nah. That's him. But me as a Chelsea fan, I cannot remember the last time a player scored more than 10 goals in a season, bro.
Tammy.
Bro.
No,
that's a you problem.
One of them I've got like 11 or 12.
No, he didn't.
It was Morata.
Even Lukaku got like 7 or 8 at the end of the season.
In all comps, he did it.
Yeah.
So deep we got Jorginho and that being a highest goal scorer. Havertz. And Jackson's on 6 and we played 12 games.
3 was against a 9-man Spurs team playing on the halfway line. So realistically, bro, that is the easiest goals he's gonna get the whole season.
No, but I think by the end of the season he'll be alright.
You guys said about Nunes' minutes. Jackson has got a lower minutes to goal ratio.
A lower minutes to goal ratio.
So he scores. He takes less minutes to score a goal than Nunes.
Okay, but the goals and assists, brother. Show me goals and assists.
But the difference is, Jackson was starting. Nunes has come off the bench for most of this season.
And shooting accuracy, Jackson is better.
Who?
Jackson has got better shooting accuracy.
Hold on.
His shooting success is better.
Okay. But you were talking about goals and assist ratio, yeah? Goals ratio. Goals and assist ratio per 90. Nunes has got 0.76, bro.
No, he doesn't.
He's getting a goal or assist every 0.76.
No, he's not.
That's what he does. He does, in all comps maybe at least.
Okay, in all comps.
Forget all of that, because I don't even care about all of that. Yeah. You can't fool my eyes, bro. From what I've seen of Jackson.
Jackson looks rubbish.
I know what I see. I know what I'm seeing.
Are you telling me, I bet you Chelsea will go and buy a new striker in the next year?
Oh yeah, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
So what does that say about the one you have now?
Osimhen and Ivan Toney soon come.
Alright, cool, let's move on, because this video is going to be very long otherwise.
Third, I've got Amrabat. We've already spoken about him.
I had Amrabat, but then a new one came to mind.
I've got Caicedo.
Pep said he thinks he's one of the best midfielders in the world.
Who?
Matthias Nunes.
He has been awful.
But
Pep even in a conference said, I was wrong. Maybe he's not the.
No, but
I didn't even know that. Yeah, he did.
I think we can all agree. I've said this already. Pep lies in what he says. He just overhypes. I feel like we have to take what he says with a pinch of salt.
But for your manager to come out and say, "Brother, I lied. I got it wrong."
That means you have to because you have to remember Nunes was forcing his way out of Wolves to go City. He's gone City now, and he's been awful.
No, you see with Nunes, I think you have to give him time.
But everyone says time. He's been in the Premier.
I can't lie. How can you come in and try to replace Bernardo Silva, Rodri,
but that's what I'm saying. You have to give him time, not in the sense of you can come good. I'm waiting until De Bruyne comes back and the midfield is pattern and to see if he's going to be that Calvin Phillips.
Give him time, but technically every person on this list we should give time.
No.
If we're talking about how he's played,
I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go. I think he's going to be worse.
He's been terrible.
No, because you see when Calvin Phillips came in, he started playing for a little bit and then afterwards you can't see a game. I'm waiting until De Bruyne comes back and seeing what happens.
I don't have an issue with that, but I've got Caicedo. You've got Caicedo.
Yeah, I don't have Caicedo third, but I've got him in my list.
But I think Nunes has to be on there. For your manager to say, I think he's the best in the world, and then him to come back and say publicly, I was wrong.
Caicedo could be my third.
Everyone to say their top three, and then we can argue. I feel like it'll be very similar now.
So my top three is Mount, Havertz, Caicedo.
That's exactly how I got Mount, Havertz.
Mine's Mount, Havertz, Nunes, isn't it?
So you don't have Caicedo in your top five?
No.
Mad thing.
Who's yours?
Good. I got Mount, Havertz, and Amrabat.
Fairs. Okay. So I feel like
hold on. So you don't have Caicedo at all either?
Why would I?
Okay, let's talk about Caicedo real quick.
Okay,
hold on.
So
we're talking. Hold on.
We're talking
about my team, bro.
Hold on. Let us land. This man, yeah, is the Premier League's all-time most expensive transfer ever of all time, coming in at 115 million Great British pounds.
Yeah.
You know what you can buy for that money? You can buy yachts. You can buy a PJ, private jet. Yeah. You can buy designer clothes, mansions.
You can buy a TLR podcast with that, bro.
You can buy a 15 TLR podcast for that money. Maybe a bit more. Brother, and from what I've seen of him, I've seen maybe 40 minutes of good football from him all season.
You know the thing is what I compare? I compare him to Rice. That's the only thing.
Yes. And you have to.
When you compare him to Rice, it's an awful transfer.
Because you have to compare him to Rice.
Rice right now looks like one of the best midfielders in the world.
Wait, hold on. Forget even comparing him to Rice, because in my opinion, last season he was better than Rice last season.
Compare him to Endo. Compare him to someone like
even compare him to himself from last season. We're not seeing the Caicedo we saw at Brighton. We're seeing nowhere near it. For 150 million, I couldn't give a shit about what are the circumstances at the club. I don't care about any of that. For coming for 115 million.
How good do you think he's been?
Shit!
On a scale from 1 to 10, I think
honestly.
Yeah. On a scale from 1 to 10. Okay, go on.
Say if Chelsea were gonna sell him in Jan.
I think you get 35 million for him if you try to sell him.
You think it's 35 million there?
You get 55, 60.
No.
Let's be honest. You're getting 55.
So you're saying a drop?
Maybe in this market.
So realistically, you're saying a drop is half the amount you went for.
Bro, you'll be lucky.
You're saying this.
But his transfer value would be 35-40 right now.
In terms of how he's playing.
But how much you'd get bought for is a different story. His value is different.
I'm talking about what I think Shadow.
His value is 30 mil.
His
value is 30 mil right now.
You think he's 30?
Yes.
But do you know what I think Shadow's his impact? It was the first game where he was terrible and gave away the pen.
And gave a red card as well.
I think that really made everyone.
It's not even that.
Oh, that's not.
That's
not.
Bro,
that's not.
He's never had.
Awful.
I'm sorry, but for 115 million pounds, and you've not even had a good 8 out of 10 performance, is a red flag.
Also, for 150 million pound, when you've got a 105 million pound player next to you, and yet the best player in that midfield is Conor Gallagher.
Yeah. No. That's what I would say. I would say.
And you don't have him in your top 5. You do not have him in your top 5. You see the brain cells going.
No, because our midfield is still competent enough.
Yeah, but I think because of him.
No, but because of him. I think he's doing.
Okay, bro. Hold on. Hold on. If Rice performed like Caicedo, is Rice in your top 5? If Rice gives performance,
he'd be in my top 5. In
a
heartbeat, he would.
Yes, he would.
No, because Caicedo's doing his job, just not on levels, bro.
But I think
it's not that crazy.
I think with Caicedo, I think with Caicedo, it's more he hasn't lived up to the price rather than he's been exceptionally bad.
Yes,
that's what I think it is.
I don't think he has been doing his job. When I saw Caicedo at Brighton, I saw like a destroyer defensive midfielder. I saw someone who wins his challenges. This season, he's not imposing himself on.
But it's different.
But it's to a certain extent where it's good enough for us, bro.
Maybe he's in the right position.
You're taking the piss.
That's about it.
No, you're taking the piss. I'm taking the piss.
You know in pro clubs says go back to your position. That's what.
I think we can't say this. What I said is he hasn't lived up to the price.
Have you man seen those like Opta tweets where it's like gives a player's profile and gives them strengths and weaknesses? Brother's strengths would be his positioning. His weaknesses would be like a 5 or 6 list. Like you're seeing.
But I think it's bad right now, man. The thing is, when a DM moves from a club that you would say was a mid-table club to a top, you say. Chelsea
They finished above Chelsea last season.
Yeah, I understand that, but you still think Chelsea's a step above.
Yeah, of course.
It's harder as a DM because you're going into teams that have the possession more. Yeah. So you're not doing the nitty gritty you have to do. You're not having to intercept the ball more. You're not having to do that defensive side because you're playing in a better team that retains the ball more.
I couldn't care less about any of that purely because he is the Premier League's most expensive transfer of all time.
But he's only.
Guys just want to hate.
No, he's only the most expensive because people know that Chelsea will pay stupid amount of money.
And also, when he was talking about a personal point of view, should have come Liverpool again. Comes to Liverpool, maybe it's a different story.
Should have come Arsenal. But we don't want.
Nah, you are right.
Okay, but going back to our top 2, we all got the same top 2 in the same order.
Who do you have number 1?
Mount.
Yeah, I have Mount.
I have Havertz 1. Just because I think Mount has a bit better of a future than Havertz has a future.
But you know what it is? You know what?
I'm not ready to write off Mount. No, I'm not ready to write off Mount. I'm ready to write off Havertz.
The only thing with Havertz is every manager he plays under, they all say technically there's a footballer in him. He's so superb. I haven't really heard anyone say that scream that about Mason Mount.
Even Arteta himself.
It's not even that. The thing about Havertz is there's games where I've seen him. Cool, he hasn't got the output. I've seen in his games where he's shown to affect the game in a positive way. He's done things which makes me think, okay, cool. There's a slight player in there. Yeah. Mount, I've not seen one game where he's affected it.
I don't even realize
I'm sorry. You can't sign him 55 million. Do this. You can't. See, Ten Hag can't say, "Oh, you're gonna be a great addition. I need you." And not start. So number 2, the midfield of Man United is non-existent.
No, but the issue I see is you give Mount the play time, the game time that Havertz got. You see way more from Mount than you see.
No, but the thing is,
you have to remember. Havertz has come in.
Sorry, go on.
Havertz has come into Arsenal, and he's playing a completely different position.
But where does he play?
Obviously.
Where does he play?
But you have to remember.
Okay, where does Mount play for?
You can't compare that to Mount
for United.
Mount's been offered to be playing in the same position.
Should be. Yeah. That's a key thing.
No, but the problem isn't where he's playing. It's he's not playing.
Okay, I got another thing.
When he has played, he's been ineffective, bro.
But so has Havertz. Havertz been given time.
Yes, but
Mount's not even been given time.
But I think the thing with Havertz, I still think he's been a terrible signing. But I think because he's been an attacker, we look at Havertz as he's got no goals and assists, so he hasn't contributed anything.
No, Havertz contributes somewhat.
But if you look at the position that Arteta wants him to play in, the goal and assist isn't really the critical.
But do you not argue it's so much easier to be a passenger in an Arsenal team and contribute something, and it's not highlighted as much, whereas Mount, obviously United are struggling. It's going to be highlighted tenfold.
No, it's not.
No. The issue is when Havertz came to Arsenal, everyone made it a big deal. Everyone said this is going to be the worst.
Yeah, but you lot are winning games though. So it's not highlighted.
No, but it still is. Everyone still talks about Havertz.
Because we're in the title race. It will be scrutinised just as much because we are going to achieve.
And I feel the hate for Hazard comes more from Arsenal fans than it comes from everyone else.
I hate Hazard
because Arsenal fans want it to work out. We want Arteta to show something different.
Bro, Havertz has been playing good enough to start regularly for Arsenal.
And another thing is,
above other guys, Mount's not even good enough to start.
You think he's been good enough to credit a start for
Arsenal?
No,
Ishan.
I don't think he has.
You
put Vieira in that slot.
No, but the manager views him to do that,
and the manager's wrong.
Another thing is, we lost Granit Xhaka in the summer, and we feel that we haven't filled that hole that Granit Xhaka did for us last season.
He's not filling that hole.
But the plan was for Havertz never to fill that role, and we can all see that by the way Arteta's done. Because the way Arteta wants to play games now is completely different to last season. And we all said it the way that we want to play. We're trying to control the ball more and dominate games, because I feel like we saw that last season where towards the end of we conceded way too many goals and it cost us the league. And so that's why I thought Havertz has been brought in. Cool. And another thing is, Havertz was never. I don't think if you ask any Arsenal fan, Havertz was never gonna be in our starting 3 midfielders.
Let me ask you a question.
That's a big issue.
Let me just ask you a question. Yeah, before the signings were made,
yes,
who made a bit more sense of a signing? Was Mount a bit more of a sensible signing, or was Havertz? Havertz made 0 sense whatsoever.
Okay, and that proves that break.
It didn't, bro.
Havertz made no sense.
It made so much sense. It made so much sense.
The reason I think it made so much sense because if you look at the way Xhaka played last year, Xhaka was so attacking. So he's thought, let me make a guy who's a number 9, put him in the Xhaka role. That made so much sense.
He just said to me, we don't want the Xhaka role.
But we don't want it from Havertz. It's not that we don't want it.
Let me go back to your point, yeah? You said that on a signing level, Mount made more sense.
Yeah.
But Havertz has shown more sense now to the team than Mount has because Mount's coming and meant to do a role and he's not done any of that role. He's not shown any sense to that signing right now. Number one, because he hasn't been playing in the right position. I agree.
Yeah.
You don't sign someone and not play him in the right position if it makes sense. Number two, what has he shown when he's been given the opportunity? Havertz has shown potential, and that's why he's been wanting to start.
Sandeep, I think for me, I think it's also Ten Hag's problem as well because you see Mount,
he's been mismanaged.
He's slightly a system player, but he's the best system player you can get.
Okay,
if you put it that way, and I think it's hard because Havertz, if you put it this way, it's like Havertz has been moving into a system that was not tailor-made for him, but I think that role, that second 8, that second 10 on the left of Odegaard in possession and stuff like that. Like when it happened, I thought it made so much sense. I actually thought he was gonna bang. I was more scared of Havertz leaving Chelsea than I was Mount.
But
I was way more scared.
When you said he was gonna bang, did you think of a way he's gonna get goals and assists, or we're going to dominate possession?
Both.
I went to the Sevilla game, and Havertz played the whole game. What I saw from him was endless running, trying to be more physical, dominate the midfield. Because you have to remember, when we had that when we had that Xhaka role last season, and he was up there. We had holes in our midfield. We were so I think he's tried to fill that with a more physical presence.
But now he's realised the whole defensively and offensively he's not offering. But in transition, in the middle phase, he's decent.
Ten Hag has tried to accommodate Mount. He has pushed Bruno to the right and tried to play Mount in the middle.
No, but not completely. Their team tactically is a mess right now.
Okay, but I'm not saying, but he's tried to accommodate Mount into a natural position, move Bruno Fernandes, who some people think.
No, he's played him in false 9, fam.
No, listen, but look, exactly, and he's tried to accommodate. He's tried to accommodate. Okay, has he not played Mount in his natural 10 or 8 position kind of thing and moved Bruno to the right?
At times,
okay,
we're talking 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
But not consistently, bro.
Okay, but gets full 90s, bro.
Yeah, but okay, and whose fault is that?
Hold on. Let me just bring up
because
my 2
Mount's
points.
been fit. Mount has been fit to be played these 90 minutes.
So the 2 points I have here. Firstly, you look at the circumstances they've both been thrown into. Havertz has been thrown into a nice, confined, like well-working system. Mount has quite literally been thrown into a nuclear bomb. Yeah, that's the first point. Yeah. Secondly, it's what you expect them to bring to the table. Havertz, you're not asking him to do a lot at the Arsenal team.
Bro, so just a bit better.
You're just asking for him to like you said, contribute a little bit, like the running, like tirelessly running, right? Mount, when you wanted him to come into the United team, you wanted him to be a game changer. You're expecting a lot more from him.
I've got a question. What did you want from Mount? What did you want from Mount to be creative?
I didn't think Mount was going to work at United.
Okay, no, what did you expect? Because you said it made sense. What did you expect Mount to do for United?
Everything.
Because if it's creativity, why the hell is Bruno Fernandes still in the team?
Because it's Bruno. Firstly, he's the captain.
Okay.
Secondly, it's Bruno Fernandes.
Okay, so.
And thirdly, United run horribly.
You don't play 2 10s in the Premier League. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And
I think it was bought as more as a backup for Bruno and can try moving up to the right if Anthony. I think that's what it was. It wasn't. Honestly, he didn't buy him with a mission to go. Cool, I want to put him here.
I'm sorry, but you don't sound cool. As much as Mason Mount's not been good, you don't sign a player of that quality and say I want you to be in the bench. But you have to play him.
But for me, I've always said to Tunde, I've always thought Mason Mount has been the most overrated player for the last, even when he was playing the best he was at Chelsea. I think he was just an okay player in a Chelsea team that were poor, and they just played the ball through him. So I always thought Mason Mount was very overrated and poor anyway. Now he's gone to a United team.
He's not overrated though.
Where it's like, cool, we're gonna put you in and we want to see you impact the game. And he's done nothing. In a point where you sign a 60 million player or whatever, it's 55, you want to see him come off the bench and be attacking him.
He's looking lost.
Yes, but he's just running around like a headless chicken, bro. Like, Madden would say, oh, Mason Mount's on the ball. I'm thinking, when did he even come on? I didn't even know he was playing, bro. He's so headless.
One thing, our front 4 attackers also have 1 goal between them. You understand? The problem isn't just him. Like Ishan said, his situation is much worse than Havertz, bro. Yeah. And like you said, bro, I think give him more time, you'll see more.
Okay, so do you think he's the worst transfer? Do you think he's a bad transfer? So far this season?
It's Havertz.
So far this season, he is a bad transfer this season.
Havertz is the most.
The worst?
Okay. Yeah, let's wrap this up. We've been going for a while.
Yeah, it's just Havertz.
Havertz is the best.
Cool. 70 mil for a player that's just so far.
We're going to quickly finish off with the list, and just give our order. So fifth, we all had loads of different fifths.
Yeah.
My phone's over here. So I've obviously got
who's the players we all had?
So I had Amrabat as my fifth, I believe.
I had Onana still, but obviously you might.
No, Onana has to make it still.
So what you had? I had Amrabat. You had Onana.
Yeah.
You had.
No, actually, no. Jimenez.
Who did you have? Jimenez. And Sandeep, who did you have as your fifth?
I had Lavia.
The only thing for me with Jimenez is it was a free transfer. It was a gamble.
When you take money into account as well.
If you take Onana, he was signed, like, they made a big deal.
Amrabat's in you lot's list later down, no?
Yeah.
But
then
Amrabat's in it for sure.
Amrabat's not on my list, but
Amrabat, Havertz, Mount.
Because Amrabat is still alone at the
moment. I got Amrabat, Mount, Havertz.
Yeah, so the definite ones that are in our list is Amrabat, Caicedo makes our list.
You lot will put him at 4.
Yeah, Caicedo, Amrabat, Havertz, Mount, and then it's between Vardio, Jackson, Jimenez,
and Troy,
and he said João Pedro.
I said João Pedro. I still think if you look at
Onana.
Yeah, I still think for me the reason I'm going João Pedro, I still think if you look at the bigger picture, Brighton spent 30 million, and he was bought to be their main striker, and for an 18-year-old and your veteran striker to be starting over you means you've been poor, bro.
Yeah,
especially when they're playing
No, but even
European
if you put it the other way around, they bought him for 30 M's, and they have Ferguson and Welbeck and thought, let me start this guy instead of these two.
Yes, exactly.
And he hasn't been playing
because they gave him the opportunity because they thought, clearly he's good.
And Ferguson was 30.
Exactly, Ferguson was playing well, and the fact that they've now gone, clearly he's not good enough, and reverted back to what they had.
Let's agree on a fifth then, because obviously we got loads of different options.
It's bears, bro.
The only ones that stand out to me as could take fifth place.
But you dare say Jackson?
No, I'll leave Jackson out of it. I'll leave him for another day. He survives another day. Onana.
I don't think Onana. I don't think he's
how can Onana be fifth when Jackson was voted higher up from another player?
By me though. It was only by me.
Yeah, but Onana was only voted fifth by him. So if it's fifth by one person and fourth from one person, Onana then can't be fifth.
Okay, so we'll put Jackson.
Nah.
I wouldn't mind putting Jackson there.
Nah.
I wouldn't mind putting Jackson.
See, but then if we're going that case, I wouldn't probably put him Nunez there then, because for me, for
how about the comments aside, because we're not going to.
Yeah.
Comments aside our fifth.
Yeah.
We're gonna do top 4. Otherwise, we'll be here for another hour.
We'll be here for days.
Cool, that's it.
Alright, cool. So our fourth, we've got Amrabat, right? Yes. And then the top 3 is unanimous between Havertz, Caicedo, and Mount.
Yeah.
These lot didn't have Caicedo in their list.
They don't matter.
So then I reckon just because of that, he pushes up to third.
For me, right? But it's like, how can the third player not be on 2 of our list? Like, not even if he's fifth, not even be on 2.
I think you man has stinkers there.
No, you think?
No, he doesn't count. He's a Chelsea fan. He doesn't count.
Nah, bro. I'm honest. I'm honest, bro.
You're not.
But as an Arsenal fan, I still think there's been 5 worse signings.
If Man United signed Caicedo for that amount, you'd be first on your list. You'd be first on your list.
Honestly.
I hear that.
So he's third.
So we'll put Caicedo third.
Yeah, we put him there.
And then second and first is between Havertz and Mount.
No, Havertz then Mount.
I think
Mount is number 1. Oh, you got Mount number 1.
Yeah, I've switched it now.
Oh, okay.
I've got Mount number 1.
I've got Mount number 2. You've got
Mount number 1.
Okay, cool. So our final order is fifth, comments aside, between all the players we listed before. Fourth, we got Amrabat. Third, we got Jackson. Second, we've got Havertz. And first, we've got Mason Mount.